Hello, welcome back, everybody. This is Grillenheimer. Saw a video that the conservative twins, forgot their actual name, but that's their channel name, and they had a video this morning about these two partners and their child. Well, when I was growing up, and for the first, I don't know, 2.5 decades of my life, the word partner was more in reference to crime, having a partner in crime. Maybe somebody else was actually like Bonnie and Clyde, etc., etc. Or you have a business and you open a business and you have somebody else to help you open that business, etc., etc. And you took the loan from the bank and whatever, and you have a partner, a business partner. I have never, until the Clinton era, ever heard of a marriage having being a partner. Because even back then in the 90s, they were trying to take away sexual connotations of men and women, even back then, trying to make everything homogenized. Okay? So the conservative twins played a video of these partners who look very much alike, and they're both trying to be men. They're girls. They look very young, and they adopted a boy, and the boy, they say, is a girl, and they found out that the boy wanted to be a girl at 2. What were you doing when you were 2 years old? Me? I was probably barely able to feed myself. I probably couldn't say a full sentence. I was probably still not potty trained. But these very virtual signaling of their community, and very, very proud of it, are putting this on their adoptive kid. And so instead of what toddlers normally do, and that's they dress up, they play dress up, pretend to be things you're not, pretend to be, you know, who knows? Who knows? They may actually have had some of their own real girly clothes for when they're in their home, not outside to look like boys. I don't know. I'll put their pic. I don't do videos. I can't do videos. I'll put an image. That's it. I don't know their names. I'm not going to say their names. But they are trying to relive their past on this poor kid. And to virtuous signal to their community, look at what we've done. Look what we're doing. We're spreading the love. Are you? Are you really? Because, like I said, kids from like 2 to 8, maybe 9, they normally start growing out of playing dress up unless it's Halloween. And now we have like anime cons and crap like that. And I've been to a few. I've been to AWA. It's been 20 years. But I went to AWA for about 3 years in a row. And the highlight was always the music videos contest. And I dressed up once or twice. And my cousin and I went. And he didn't dress up. He didn't care for that. But when we saw people dressed up pretty crazy, pretty cool, pretty wow, they're going to win a prize for that. So based on characters and animes and games that were popular back then. So when I see people, mostly women, mostly young girls, with green hair, blue hair, etc., etc., spray on red hair, on a regular day, I always want to say, maybe I missed the anime con. Is there an anime con nearby? Because that shouldn't be, that's not an everyday occurrence. That's unprofessional. If you're out and about and you're in public, I mean, I guess it's okay as long as you're not working, because I would consider that very unprofessional. And where I work, if I wasn't stuck at my home, I might be able to go back at the beginning of the year, back to my desk, which I got a lot of stuff still there since March 13th, 2020. You know, that, you know, they're strict. For a short time, they were super strict. I had to wear a tie. And I don't like wearing ties. We all had to dress up because some VP or CEO saw somebody slouched and made this supposed blanket comment against one department, and the whole company was, we all had to dress up almost suit and tie nearly every day. And I was miserable. Because what do? I sit down at a desk all day. I'm sitting. I'm not dealing with customers or walking to other departments. I'm at my desk, and I'm only at one place, you know? So it was kind of silly. So some places, they have that prerogative. They do. Long story short, these two girls dressed up as boys, and probably one of them had got more testosterone injection than the other, has a little mustache trying to grow. And I did have a teacher in high school, and she was kind of hairier than normal. She was a woman. She loved being a woman. She wasn't trying to be anything else. This was the 80s, early 90s. And we all loved her. We made fun of her behind her back. But she was a great teacher and a wonderful mathematician. She taught us well. Well, she couldn't help that. You know, she probably shaved every day. I probably should shave every day. But these girls, partners, I'll just call them partners, were on the TV, and their child is like the youngest child of some sort of modeling mess. And so the child is very young and claiming they knew he was a girl at 2. Like I said, they're probably just playing around. They're probably playing dress up. That's what kids do from about 2, 3 to 7, 8 years old. That is a phase. But when they're also in an environment where they're seeing their own partners, I want to say parents, but they're not parents. Because parents know when to say no. Parents know when to discipline. They're not parents. They want to be friends with whoever they've adopted. And, well, like I said, I wish I could show the video, but I'm not. It's just an image. And they didn't even let the boy, they called him a she, the boy, the child of the partners to speak. And one of the partners spoke for their adoptive child. We want to make sure supporting her dreams, and for that she has the want to be an activist and be visible for other trans kids. So what are they teaching this poor kid? What are they teaching this poor kid? Activism? The child's not even 10 years old. The child doesn't want to be an activist. The child wants to go outside and play. And maybe get on a bike or maybe play a video game. Play with other kids. Probably jealous of other kids that are just being kids. Instead of being drugged through this mess and these contests and modeling and whatever, in dresses and whatnot. I mean, it might be fun because guess what? That kid's getting all the attention right there on him because he's in a dress, he's in the public spotlight, and he's got 2 partners that are pushing this on the poor kid. You know what? I'm on VTube, so when you take your dog to a pet store and have it brushed and shampooed and cleaned, they're doing that to this poor kid. That's what they are doing. This is true GROOM-ing at its best. And this should be illegal. But no, we are praising it because we are allowing these partners to relive their past, whatever past that may be, on this poor kid. Just like I tried to get my kids to like Transformers. They watched it when they were that age. I learned real quick, they didn't care for Transformers. They didn't care for the cartoons. Whether it's Transformers, Beast Wars, even Rescue Bots. I thought, well, my son is, 8, 9. Let's Rescue Bots is on Netflix. Let's try that. He kind of got into it, but not really. Again, my kids see Transformers, they're like, oh, that's dad stuff. Yeah, okay. And as one of my own kids, Captain Obvious, told me in a heated argument, I'm not you and you're not me. Well, tell me something else I don't know. Maybe that young kid should tell its partners something similar if they really doesn't want to do that anymore. But I'm sure the attention is addictive.